sorry, I'll try harder.
What's up there, guys? This is gonna be a very important. This is gonna be alright. Let me be serious. This is gonna be probably one of the most important videos you'll ever watch. Besides on like how to do your taxes and like how to buy a house or a car, stuff like that. But besides that, if you're in high school, this video is kind of be for you. Let me reword that. If you're a high school athlete, this video is for you. As you guys may have known, I'm a 4-time athlete, I guess you could say. 3-time varsity athlete for lacrosse, 2-time varsity athlete for football, and then 1-time JV cheerleader for cheerleading. If that's a secret most people don't know. I was a cheerleader in 9th grade. So technically in high school I played 3 sports. Yes, cheerleading is a sport. You know, girl power, yeah, all that stuff. I just wrote down 10 things I think everybody should know about playing high school sports, you know? It took me a couple years to learn it. Like, you know, I just got out, so and now I'm making this list, you know? If I knew this going into high school, my life would probably be a little bit better at the moment, I guess. I have the notes on my laptop just so I don't forget anything, right? So, number 1, right? Wait, first of all, disclaimer. It's not in any order. I just wrote it as what came to mind. So, it's not in any order, right? So, but you guys should know what comes first and important. So, the first thing I wrote down was have good grades. Obviously, that's kind of like a no-brainer, you know? Like, if you don't have good grades, you can't really play. I had a friend, he was on my football team. He was good, you know, he was a starter, but he had bad grades and he wasn't able to play. I was a little happy because like I was his backup. So like, you know, I was like, yeah, he can't play, and now is my moment, you know? So if you have bad grades, you can't play, you know? And then going off with that, when you have bad grades, like everything's on you, you know? Your team relies on you, everybody's on you. So if you have bad grades, you can't play, and they need you on the field, you know? Number 2, this is pretty important as well. This one, the way I wrote it down, it was like play your role. And by that, it just means like, you know, if you're a bench player coming off the bench, you know, be the best bench player out there, you know? If your job is to pass the ball to the best player on your team so he can score, you better pass that ball to the best player on your team. And if you're the best player on your team and the bench player is passing you the ball, you better make sure you score, you know? Everybody on the team, to have a winning team, you guys need to set roles, you know? If you're a practice squad player, you better try your hardest in practice to make that starting team good, you know? Because if that starting team not performing good, your team's still trash, you know? You could be the best player on your team, but if everybody's not playing the part, you're not going nowhere, you know? Rule number 3. This kind of goes back to rule number 2, you know? This is, always try hard in practice, you know? Like, me, I can admit myself, I've done this plenty of times, you know? You know, like, when you get to practice, you know, some days are just not your days. You wanna jog in practice, you wanna walk around, you know? Coach is like, you better sprint to every spot, you know? When he's not looking, that's when you take the jog. You know, you guys doing push-ups. When you turn around, you waiting. And when you come back, you doing it again, you know? We all had those moments, you know? But like they say, you practice how you play. So if you practice lazy, if you walk around during practice, you know, more than not, in a game, you're gonna walk around. You're not gonna be as in shape. Because if you was running around all practice, you would be way better in shape, you know? Because you're used to running constantly. But since you was jogging in practice, now you gotta jog in the game because you're tired, you know? And plus, like, you just taking more reps. You're developing yourself. You're still young. There's still a lot to practice, you know? The more the reps, the better. And there's a thing between doing your reps and doing them good. You can just do them and get by, you know? But you're not gonna gain anything unless you're doing it with correct form and everything like that in between. Number 4, this goes with rule number 1. This is do your homework. my football coach, he used to always be like, if you had a good day in school, you'll have a good day at practice. It kind of go hand in hand, because like, you know, you're in school all day. You know, if you have a bad day in school, now you have a whole attitude coming into practice, so now you're gonna have a bad practice, you know. But let's say you did all your homework that night, you have all your homework ready, you know, teachers, where your homework, oh, I got it right here, miss, you know, you're having a good day, everything's going quick, everything's good, you know. So in practice, you're gonna be happy still. You're gonna be like running around the field, you're gonna be like, I had a good day. And that's what you need. You need constantly good days to be good at practice. And that will transition to the games, you know? Rule number 5. This is stay woke. Illuminati, you know. But nah, stay woke, cause you know, you gotta be this. I'm gonna pair this with a different rule. So the other rule was be grateful. So stay woke and be grateful is kind of the same thing, you know. You gotta think about it, like, you know, not everybody in this world is blessed enough to play sports, you know. Some people are born with heart conditions. People suffer from injuries, you know. Like, people get injured during games. People get injured during life. So not everybody's blessed to play the game that you play, the sport that you play, the game that may or may not be the reason why you wake up every morning, you know. Not everybody has the ability to play sports to make friends, play sport to get girls, play sport to go to school, you know. Not everybody has that option. So when you're playing out there, just know that you should be grateful, because not everybody gets that opportunity. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it, you know? So those two kind of go together, right? Number 6, live life. I know a lot of guys that, like, make sports their number 1 priority, which is good. I'm not saying it's bad at all. If you did that, right? If you made sports your number 1 priority, your life is not gonna be bad. I guarantee you that. But it's gonna be boring, you know. I'm not saying do drugs. Definitely don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. But like, you know, like if there's a party, you know, everybody going to a party, feel free to go to the party. Like, live life. Have a girlfriend, you know. There's gonna be so many experiences that sports alone is not gonna be able to give you. So you want to make sure you live life, go to those parties, date that girl you like, go to homecoming, go to prom. Make sure you live life. Enjoy your life. Don't be like, yo, bro, I got to train today. I'm sorry, I can't hang out with you guys. Don't be that guy, because no one likes that guy. All right? Honestly, it's a big key, you know? Kendrick said it himself, you know? Stay humble, you know? Sit down, stay humble. You never want to be too high, and you definitely don't want to be too low. Because when you're too high, you get cocky, you know? You get ungrateful, and now you take everything for granted. But when you're too low, you're too negative, you know? And no one likes that negativity guy, because no one wants to be around negativity, you know? Stay humbled, right? This one would probably be for me, you know? Like, this is a sub to myself, you know? Back it up. And by back it up, I mean, like, if you're a cocky guy, I better see you scoring 10 points a game, you know? I better see you breaking ankles left and right. If I'm like, yo, bro, I'm OD nice, I'm mad nice, yo, ain't nobody could touch me, like, you know? And then if you on the field, and I see you sitting on the bench, next day in school, I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm gonna be like, bro, you sitting on the bench. How you so nice if you sitting on the bench, you know? Like, by all means, me, I try my best not to be cocky, but if you talk to people around, they'll probably say that I'm cocky. But I try my best not to. I try my best to stay pretty humble. You know, if someone's like, Gershon, you're good, I'm like, thank you. You know, I say thank you. I'm like, yeah, bro, go watch my highlights. but you know, like, just be grateful and back it up. You know, if you're a flashy kid, if I see you wearing neon, you trying to stand out, you better stand out on the field breaking ankles. That's what I want. You heard? That's what I want. I want to see some ankle breaking. I want to see some. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that on the field. You know? Alright. And last tip is be respectful. I know a lot of guys who I play teams with, and they're sore losers, you know? Yeah, I guess this also goes for stay humbled and be grateful. That's the motto of the day. Be humbled. Alright? Be humbled. But a lot of guys, like, when they lose, you know, they get too overwhelmed and like they'll cry. By all means, if you cry after games, go for it. That's you. You love this. You love the sport. You get emotional for it. But like it's just a game. It's just a game. I don't want to see fights on the field because it's a game. You guys play it because you want to play. You're not playing it because like you're gonna die. It's not elimination where like if you lose this game, they're gonna kill you. like So like someone hits you the wrong way, brush it off. It's whatever. It's the game. There's no need to get worked up about it. Why would you want to fight that guy? You don't know him. You don't know his backstory. You don't know if he's involved in anything. And then you're gonna fight him in a game situation. You're gonna fight him. And like same thing with the refs. Like yeah, refs make bad calls. I refed. You guys saw that video. If you didn't saw that video where I refed the middle school tournament, the link is gonna be in the iCard. It's gonna be in the iCard. You guys can go watch that. Reffing is very hard. It is very, very, very hard. So like, don't get mad at the refs if they make a bad call, because they have feelings. I have feelings. I have feelings, guys. So like don't get worked over a call. If you guys lose a game, you guys have a next game. There's always a next time. So just take it one step at a time, and you guys be good. You guys will be good. So that's all I really have today to talk about, I guess, on tips for high school athletes. That wasn't just lacrosse. That was just for every athlete. So you play football, baseball, basketball, lacrosse, hockey, rugby, soccer. If you play any sport, cheerleading, because it's a sport. If you play any sport like that, bro, like on some real stuff, like just put this. Just put this video in like your playlist that you watch before a game or something like that. Just to remind you, because every day is a blessing. I don't even go to church, but like I know this stuff. So like every day is a blessing, guys, and like you should be grateful to play this game, the game that you play, the game that you love. So that's just some tips, Take it how you see it. If you're one of those guys, if you're that flashy guy, you better back it up. You better start practicing some more, You better do something, get your game up. And if you're that bench player, play your role, They need practice squad players. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. For football, I was a practice player. I pretty much won Scout Team of the Year. I have a trophy. Like, look. You see this trophy right here? You see this trophy, guys? This is a nice trophy. By all means, I love this trophy. It just shows to you that like me myself, I try to be a team player. I'm that scout player. This is a Scout Player of the Year award, I started a couple games, If you guys want a story on my football career, make a video of that. I have a highlight. If you guys want to see my football highlight, drop a comment saying you want to see it, It's not crazy. I don't have like Odell catches like that because I was a scout team player. But like every day in practice, I was running hard, I was giving the starters a good scout so they could get better, so we could win games. It didn't work because we went 0-8, but I tried, I tried. This stuff happens and you don't win, but I gave him all every single practice. I was trying my best. I was Tom Brady. I was on scout offense, cooking it up. Tom Brady, scout defense. I was Ray Lewis, tackling people left and right, And when my time came in games, I performed. I made sure I gave the all to my team. I tried my best, So when they're asked upon you, make sure you do it, Football was a very humbling sport for me because I was never the best on the football team, but I wasn't the worst either. I was like the captain of the bench, There was also people worse, like that was way worser than me, but there was definitely guys way better than me, So football, I was a bench, and during football, I didn't like it because I was a bench. But I just knew, I was like, oh, this is not my sport, I play lacrosse, and I was a starter for lacrosse. So I was like, I just play football to play it, I didn't care. That's why I still went hard, So just know to stay humble, Because if I were to quit that year, which I almost did, this trophy wouldn't be mine, I wouldn't be able to say that I helped my team out and I got myself a trophy. Let me just give you guys a close-up on this. Scout Player of the Year. When I got it, it was funny because I on Snapchat, which you guys can follow me right here. I was like amazing team player of the year. No, I crossed out to be some funny stuff. I was like team player of the year, you know. But yeah, guys, stay humble. Take notes on this video. If you guys liked it, drop a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe, and we'll do more videos like this, you know? Just like tips and tricks on how to get through life, how to get through high school, college. Obviously, I'm going there. So, life, as I progress, I hope you guys progress too, you know? So, stay tuned for more videos, all that good stuff, and see you guys next time. Say! Y'all would have thought I was going this room.